What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my next episode of Joe Winko Talk. Um, so before I get to what I'm going to be talking about, I just want to say sorry if it seems like I'm a tad bit out of it. My sleeping schedule has been so whack lately, and yeah, so that's the reason why I seem a tad bit out of it. But this episode of Joe Winko Talk is going to be about my most recent Sims 2 horror movie, Call of the Scarecrow, and why it took so long and how long it actually took me to make. But before I get to that, there's a couple things I kind of want to explain to you guys. So, I've been making the Sims 2 scary videos for a long time. It's always been a major hobby of mine. 'Cause back when I was a little kid, I always wanted to make like a real scary movie, but I never knew anyone who could help me with that, and that's kind of how I got into The Sims 2. And I did a whole episode of Joe Winko Talk explaining exactly how I got into making scary videos with The Sims, and I'll have a link to it in the pinned comments. It was an old episode of Joe Winko Talk from 2015. But getting back to what I'm talking about, what got me very popular on YouTube, and I wouldn't say I'm extremely popular, but I do have like quite a big following, like 12,000 subscribers. But in all honesty, what got me up there so fast was the scary stuff that I make with The Sims 2. Because that's what gets the most views compared to all my other videos, really. But I hadn't made one in a really long time. And I also explained in another YouTube video that I was tired of making Sims 2 videos because I was getting annoyed with people asking me so much. Also, another reason why my Sims 2 horror movie Call of the Scarecrow took so long is because 2017 was a really rough time in my life. 2018 was a lot better than 2017, but I still had some difficulty in 2018 also. If you guys really want to know how long Call of the Scarecrow took to make, I finished the script in March of 2017. I started filming it in June of 2017, and I didn't complete filming it until June of 2020. So, it took me 3 years to film it. However, I kept slacking off on it over and over again and putting it on hiatus. Like, literally months would pass in between with me filming it and working on it and everything, because I'd get tired of doing it after a while, and I'd say that I'd get back to it later. However, the one thing about me is, as you guys should know, I absolutely love these little things. Let me show you. These right here, flash drives. Yeah, I actually collect flash drives, but I just don't collect them. I actually use them too. I put all my files on them, and I always back stuff up and save stuff on my flash drives. And I had the project files for Call of the Scarecrow saved on multiple flash drives. And whenever I'd work on it, I would just work on it little by little until I finally got it complete. This month. And I was pretty hyped to finish my new Sims 2 scary movie, Call of the Scarecrow, but the way I done it was quite a bit differently from all my other Sims 2 scary movies, because by comparison, my previous scary Sims 2 movie, which I made way back in 2016, Carolina Maniacs, that movie, I finished the script in June of 2016, and I started filming it in June of 2016, and I finished filming it by November of 2016. So it took much less time than Call of the Scarecrow. But it was also different because, like, usually back then, when I would make my Sims 2 scary movies, I'd always post, like, behind the scenes images and everything and tell people how far I am on it. But I didn't do that with Call of the Scarecrow because I was just really annoyed how people were asking me, oh, when's your next video coming out? When's your next video coming out? Because whenever people would say that, it would just suck the motivation right out of me, and I wouldn't even want to work on it anymore. Because the whole point of all my YouTube videos is for people to get to know me and what goes on inside my crazy autism mind and what goes on inside my imagination. And there's like plenty of ways I can show that besides the Sims 2 scary videos. But that was the whole point of all my scary Sims 2 videos, and really the whole point of all my videos on YouTube. Even the gaming ones, because I always have commentary in all those. Really. But that's the thing. I just hate it when people ask me, when's your next video coming out? That's why I didn't announce it until it was already done. So that's just what I wanted to say, really. But Call of the Scarecrow, that video says, like, it's based off a rough time in my life. And another reason why it took so long is because it was difficult working on that movie because it was about a rough time in my life. And I already knew what was going to happen in the movie and everything, exactly how it was going to end, because I had the vision in my head literally since day one, really, of how I wanted it to turn out. And I wrote that script during a rough time in my life, but over time, my life started to get better, and I don't want to spoil the movie, but a lot of negative stuff happens in that movie. Well, a lot of negative stuff happens in all my Scary Sims 2 horror movies, but a lot of negative stuff happens with me in that movie, and when my life was starting to get better, it was just even more difficult to work on it because, like, it was just so morbid and everything. But I got it done, and I'm definitely proud of it, and I'm definitely happy about that. And it seems like everyone liked it, too, and I really appreciate it. And it honestly was fun to make, even though it took an extremely long time, but it wasn't because it was difficult or anything. It's just that I didn't feel like working on it like 24/7, really. Because if I would have like tried to like pump it out like really fast, like Carolina Maniacs, I would have finished it like much sooner. But it just dragged on for a really long time. Because also another thing, the more I learned about movie making with The Sims 2 or Grand Theft Auto, the more I learned about the stuff you can do with it, the longer it takes my videos to be made because there's like so many options I have with it and everything. And I didn't really intend for Call of the Scarecrow to be a very long movie either. It's not like I literally try to make my videos long. It's just that I had like so many ideas on what to put in it, and it just accumulated to an hour and 29 minutes long. And that's actually how long a real movie actually is, too. But yeah, I hope you guys all like my movie Call the Scarecrow. I'll have a link to it in the pinned comments, and also a link to the trailer so you guys can check it out. But besides that, I've been worried about this coronavirus stuff, and as I was explaining in my earlier episodes of Joe Winko Talk, I live with my adoptive dad's brothers. But luckily, they're starting to keep their distance now. As I was saying earlier, there's two of them. One of them went to stay with his girlfriend who lives in another state, and I'm so glad about that. The other one, literally spends almost every night at his girlfriend's house, and I'm super glad about that because it doesn't really seem like they're taking the coronavirus stuff seriously, and I'm just worried about myself because of my type 1 diabetes and everything. And they do go out a lot, and I don't know where they go, but they don't really come back here more often. They're starting to keep their distance and go other places because they both have cars and they both have other places to stay and go to. So they shouldn't be around me with my diabetes because that might put me at risk. However, one of my adoptive dad's brothers, the one that doesn't have the girlfriend who lives out of state, he still comes back to the house every single day to like do stuff. I don't know what he does, which is the reason why I tried staying up all night and asleep all day, because he only comes back during the day. And it's been kind of difficult keeping on that schedule. I remember back when I was a little kid and back when I was in school, it was super easy, but it's just been a bit difficult, really. But I'm getting the hang of it, and I always feel like much safer whenever I'm alone, and I always feel much better whenever I'm alone, really. And I know that sounds weird, but yeah. It's just that I didn't feel safe with them not taking the coronavirus stuff seriously. But I'm hanging in there, and whenever they are here, I always keep my distance. Like, I wear my mask when I go out in the hallway and everything. And I also, like, always stay locked in my room away from them. And I always wash my hands, try not to touch my face. I never really had that habit anyway, of touching my face. And I also social distance. I haven't been going out that much. I haven't been going out at all, really. I only go out when I take a walk. But besides that, I don't go out at all. And yeah, that's the thing. I've been wanting to do more gaming videos for YouTube also, like more live streams. But since I'm going to be on this awake all night schedule, all my live streams are going to be done super late at night. And I'm going to try to post some more stuff on YouTube. I still have like a whole bunch of videos from last summer that I haven't finished editing yet. And I'm going to try to get all those edited and posted. Like, it's just so much stuff I have to edit. But I'm going to get to that soon, really. And I hope you guys all liked my movie Call of the Scarecrow. And I hope you guys all stay safe out there, too. So that's basically it for this episode of Joe Winko Talk. Thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. So that's it. Peace out, people.